guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. I'm going to be bringing you another update in my whole collection, Project Pan. This was a project that was created by Becky Loves Kenga, and I was heavily inspired to do this by Emily from Emily and Max. I will have everybody's channel linked down below. There is a whole group of us. There's like a whole group Instagram chat of everybody cheering one another along. So I'll have a playlist down below that you can check out. So many other creators who are working on this project as well. All of the info will be down in the description box. For some reason, I feel like I struggle the most with this introduction to like get all the info. So check the description box down below if you guys are interested in seeing my progress, including 2 products we will be rolling out to roll in new products. Stay tuned for if you get to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, or you just like to chit chat about makeup. I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. Other than that, let's get into this update. All right, you guys, all of my other projects that I am currently working on will also be linked below in case you're interested in binge watching any of my other projects. I recently updated my rolling Project 10 pan. And if you are new to the whole collection Project Pan, it is a project based on randomization. So my entire makeup collection is itemized in an Excel spreadsheet, and we randomly choose 10 products at any given time to be working on, either hitting pan on, finishing up, hitting goals, whatever it might be. I have 2 products I'll be rolling out. So I'm excited to share my update with you guys. So let's start with, what should we start with? We can start with this because I forgot about this. This is my Dose of Colors lip gloss. It's such a little lip gloss. I should have finished this up. I rolled this in last update, and this was weighing in at 14 grams, still weighs 14 grams. I have used up another mini Dose of Colors lip gloss this year. I think I have 2 or 3 left in my collection, including this one. Would love to finish all 3 of them this year so I can decrease my lip gloss inventory numbers even more. If you guys want to catch my makeup inventory, I will leave my most recent link down below. So I do feel confident if I actually just put like a little bit of effort in, I could finish this up by the next update. And then moving on to another lip product that I rolled in last month, I have this Tarte lipstick. The Color Splash Tarte lipsticks are literally my favorite formula ever. So this is the shade 5 o'clock. It is what is on my lips today over a lip gloss. And I gave myself a goal of just reaching for this 20 times. And I did reach for this 5 times since the last update. So I do have 15 more times that I need to use this before I can roll this out. I hope I didn't mark this last update. So I'm gonna mark this right now so that we can track my actual like usage, like we can see how much product I'm actually using up. But I'm disappointed I forgot to track this last update. This did weigh 18 grams last update, and it is weighing 18 grams right now, so no weight movement on this one either. Another product that I rolled in last update is my ColourPop Brow Boss. So I actually used this in my brows today. This was not an empty, and then I went to mark this on my paper, so it was like all the way rolled up, and then it fell on the ground, and what was left of this broke off. I didn't have a ton left of this. I enjoyed this because it reminded me that if I use a brow pencil, it's not as intense as like the brow powder brow that I've been doing. So I actually really enjoyed using this over the brow powder, which I've been doing for years. And it's inspired me to reach for the rest of my brow pencil collection. However, this specific pencil, I would use it and like the actual product would like push back into the component every time I used it. So it was really frustrating to use this specific pencil, and I don't feel like I would repurchase the ColourPop one specifically. Don't feel like I could really recommend this one just because mine had those technical errors, and I feel like other people, like I've heard other people have the same issue with the ColourPop one. So while I'm happy I use this because I'm like enjoying doing my brows in a different way now, I wouldn't specifically repurchase this, but I'm excited to work a brow product out of my makeup collection and start to use some of my other brow products that I have been neglecting. I also rolled this in last update. Last update was the refresh, so we had a bunch of new products come in last update. This is my Laura Geller 50 Kisses Lip Locking lip color, and I gave myself the goal of only reaching for this 5 times because I don't reach for red lipsticks, bold lipsticks really all that often, so 5 is a stretch. I reached for this 2 times, and we did see weight change in the 2 uses that I used it. So last update, this was weighing in at 29 grams, and now it's weighing in at 28 grams. So I am excited about that. I don't mind this formula actually, and I really enjoyed the color, especially for this time of year. So I'm excited to give this 3 more uses. I'm hoping I can knock those 3 uses out in August, just because I feel like I either use this type of shade in the summertime or like December, January time. So I need to just bust through the last 3 uses and just get that out of this project. I also rolled in my Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. I had not used this at all before rolling this in, so I gave myself just a goal of reaching for this 10 times, and I did reach for it three times since the last update. I didn't want to give myself a goal of like using half or even like using this up because it was brand spanking new to my collection. I will say I really enjoy this. I think this is beautiful. It's not my perfect shade. I got this to match me when I have a self tan, and it just, even like at my darkest self tan, it's not the perfect shade for me. So I've mixed this in with a couple other products as well. This is very heavily fragranced, which I know a lot of Givenchy products are. So I don't like to use this back-to-back days. I don't really have sensitive skin, but I just like to think through things like that in case it were to irritate my skin. But I do think this is a beautiful product, and at this point in time, after only using it 3 times, my mind may change. But this is something, when I finish this, I would purchase in like hopefully a more accurate shade for me. But I've really enjoyed this so far. And then the last product I believe that was rolled in last update was my Fenty, this little gloss bomb in the shade Confetti. I was really hoping to have this done by this update, but I do still have, this has been laying on its side, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see. It has about half the product left. This was weighing, I think, 24 grams last update, and it is currently weighing 22 grams. So 22 grams worth of movement. I also have been working on, I've been working on my entire Gloss Bomb collection throughout my Partners in Cream project pan this year. So with consistent use, this usually takes me about a month to 2 months to get through a mini. I also have a different shade I'm working on currently in my Partners in Cream that's been neglected, but I'm hoping to just bust through this in the next 2 weeks so that this should be an empty by the next update. I forgot to mention, so obviously because this broke off, this is now an empty and will obviously be rolling out of this project. My other rollout, the other product that I have hit my goal on, is my Lorac blush palette. I have been working on the shade Technicolor, which is a really beautiful shade for the spring summertime. I gave myself a goal of reaching into the shade 15 times. I had 13 uses up until the last update, and I did reach for this an additional 2 times, so I do get to roll this out. And I'm really glad that I rolled in this face palette because I love every shade in this face palette with the exception of maybe the highlight in Bold Spirit. Both of the highlights like aren't my absolute favorite highlight formula, but the blushes, all of them, so beautiful. I forgot to put this in my rolling project 10 pan. I wanted to roll in a face palette to just try and get 10 uses out of every single month, and I just filmed that and I forgot to include that. Okay, I'm disappointed, but I'm gonna do that starting in September. Hopefully I'll remember. But I'm really excited that I got to reach into this face palette. Face palettes is an area of my makeup collection that oftentimes gets neglected, even though I love the face palettes that I do have. So this will be rolling out. And then speaking of face palettes, I've also been working on a shade out of my Cali Contour Kit. I've been working on the under eye brightening or under eye setting shade. And this has been in for 3 months now. It started, when I rolled this in, it weighed 178 grams. Last update, it was 177. This update, we are at 176. I have also used many of the other shades in this palette as I've been reaching into this. So I do really like when I get face palettes in my projects. I hope when I show pictures, you'll be able to see like the slightest dip forming. I do still feel like this is going to take me quite a few months to hit pan on this. That is my goal. But I have been reaching for this just about every single day that I have done my makeup to set underneath my eyes. It's not my favorite powder for setting underneath my eyes, but I absolutely love this palette. I was obsessed with this palette in 2019. So I'm happy to be using this again, and I'm excited to hit pan on this shade because I just want it to look like, I want this palette to look as loved as I actually do love it. So I will continue to work on this. We've seen about 1 gram of movement every month since it's been in this project. my Becca blush in Flower Child. I have this on my cheeks today mixed with Buxom Seychelles, and I really like that combo. When I rolled this in, I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 15 times. I have not been very consistent with my use on this blush, so I reached for it 4 times since the last update, and I've only reached for this 1 time today. So I'm a little bit disappointed in myself for that, and I need to get using this. The final product before we roll new products in, I was really hoping to have hit pan on this by this update, and I have been using this, so it's not like, oh, I was hoping but I forgot about it. I have been using this. This is a single shadow from Give Me Glow, and it is in the shade Iced Out, and I still do not have pan on this. This was weighing in at 6 grams very consistently the last few months. This has been in for quite a while. I'm like, is there actually pan and I'm just missing it? No, there's not. I feel like I'm gonna use this later today when I like film a different video, and then I'm gonna hit pan and be really disappointed. But this is now weighing 5 grams. So we actually do have movement on this product, which is super exciting. And I am so freaking hopeful I will have pan on this next update. I have said that for probably like 3 or 4 updates now. Oh, like next month, this is like my gimme product. Like I'm definitely gonna have pan, and still no pan. It's such a beautiful shade, but it is pretty intense. It's so beautiful though. Just like the smoothest, most beautiful champagne. I wonder, oh my gosh, I don't know why I did not think about this until now. I should use this as a highlight. Should I try it right now and maybe I'll hit pan like in this video? One moment. I just hit my table and I almost spilled my iced coffee. Okay, I'm nervous that this is like not gonna be an ideal shade for me. Okay, first hit pan, we did not hit pan. I'm nervous that this is just not going to be what I'm actually wanting it to be. I should have, oh goodness, I should have done this on like my neck rather than my face. Oh, that's pretty though. Okay, that is actually really pretty. So like a significant difference. I feel like I'm like just burying my like very muddy face, you guys. I don't know how people don't get muddy cheeks. I always have muddy cheeks. Okay. I'm gonna do some on the other side. Will I hit pan? Nope. Didn't hit pan. Bummer. Okay. A little on the nose. And hopefully I'll have pan next update because, yep, we didn't hit pan. Like actually, I'm like convinced that there actually is pan, but should I use this on my inner corner really quick and try and hit pan? Even though it doesn't really match my look. I want to hit pan so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little to my inner corner and see if we hit pan. Yes, I hit pan. Okay, that is, we're gonna roll this out. Can you see it? Oh, I'll insert a close-up in case you can't. Okay, yes. See, good thing we tried new things. I'm actually gonna add this to my inner corner so I'm not like actually cheating. Oh, I actually like that mixed with like the pink color that I have on my inner corner right now. Okay. Yes. I don't know if you'll be able to tell a difference on camera, but in person, dang, I really like that mixed with the, oh yes. Okay. Literally so excited that we did that exercise together. So now I have 3 products to roll out and a brand spanking new pan that I get to add to my list, because I'll probably film my pan those eyeshadows later today too, and now I have another new pan to share with you guys. Woo! Okay, that means we get to roll in 3 new products. So I'm pulling up my Pretty Random app so we can randomly generate numbers. My spreadsheet is actually pretty up to date. I brought in a couple new things. Makeup Rehab will be going up, I think, after this. If it's already up, I'll post it. But I have a few new things that I brought in that might not be completely up to date on my spreadsheet, but it is pretty accurate. Before we get started, my only rules are that I don't want to be working on any more than 2 of any given product at a time. And if I roll in a palette, it's a 10 use. It's just a 10 use. So I have 2 lip glosses. So lip gloss, I believe, is the only thing that if I rolled a lip gloss in, we would re-roll. So we are going to randomly generate numbers between 1 and 621, and we're going to randomly generate 3 numbers. We get number 324. 324 I'm going to have to remember. 407. And 36. Okay. Going into my spreadsheet, what was that? Was that 30? 324. I'm gonna write that down because that's the one that's not saved. Okay, we're gonna start with 36 and work our way from top to bottom. So number 36 is my Milk Bronzing Stick, which I believe was going in last year's whole collection project pan, which is crazy because I was working on that the first part of the year. I'm not like not excited, but also, I don't know. I have other bronzers I would like to work on, but whatever, it is what it is. Clearly, the panning universe wants me to work on that Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick. Number 324 is next, and that is Bodyography Pouty. Oh, a lip liner. Okay. Okay, and then number 407 is Fenty Lightning Dust. Oh, the Fenty Lightning Dust part of my Fenty Kilowatt Highlight. So, which already has pan, which I actually do. Wait, is that going in another project right now? I think that is it? No, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, so Fenty Lightning Dust. That's gonna be use it up. Use that. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. You guys are like, why are you trailing off? Where are you going with these comments? I'll be right back with those products. Okay, here I am back with the products. Up first, we have my Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick, which I want to see if I can roll this. I think my packaging is like finally starting to break. I wonder if I can push this down. Let's see. Oh yes, hold on. I'm curious how much of this I've actually used up. Okay, there. Okay, all the way pushed down. I have used up a pretty significant chunk of this product, considering like how much you get of this and like how I've used this a lot. Because I want to say my other whole collection project pan, I gave myself a 50 use goal. I don't necessarily want to roll it all the way up. What do I want my goal to be with this? I think I'm going to give myself a 30 use goal with this. I don't feel like I'll finish this whole thing up, or I don't want to give myself a goal of finishing this whole thing up when I have other cream and liquid and just other bronzers in my collection that I'm currently trying to work on. So I'm going to give myself a goal of reaching for that 30 total times. Then we have my Fenty Beauty Highlight in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, which used to be my all-time favorite highlight. And we got the Lightning Dust side, which is this side right here, which as you can tell has huge pan on it. So my goal is going to be to use up this entire side, which I actually did want to do this year anyway, but I couldn't declutter this until I finished the other side. So maybe, oh, maybe once I like finish the side, I could like Franken highlight this with something else, so then have like an empty. Anyway, I'm thinking way too far in advance. My goal is going to be to finish this up. I feel like I need to repress this, but I've done such a horrible job at repressing lately. I'm terrified to do it, so we'll see. It's a really beautiful shade, but it is a little bit icy, so I might need to mix that. Ooh, what if I mix these two? That'd be that. Hold on, let's see what happens if, what if I Frankened this a little bit with, or I can just reach for. Okay, I may make a Franken bronzer. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but this Lightning Dust, right? Like Lightning Dust mixed with the iced out on ice from Gimme Glow makes like the most beautiful like icy pinky champagne shade. I am really excited for this. So my goal is to finish up this pan. That's my goal. I'm sure it'll take a little bit, but that's what we're going with. And then the last product that I rolled in was this lip pencil from Bodyography in the shade Pouty, which I've maybe reached for this lip pencil like twice in its life. There it is right there. It's a really beautiful kind of mid-tone shade. I'm curious about how close it is to my Urban Decay Ex-Girlfriend, which I'm currently working on. Oh, okay, so Bodyography is more rosy than Urban Decay. So here is Urban Decay, and then there is Bodyography. Similar, but also not. So what do I want my goal with this to be? Okay, I marked this on my piece of paper with a goal line. My goal is to use like a fourth of the product, I guess. So basically where my nail is right here, that's about where I marked my line. So my goal is to use about a fourth of this pencil. I am not someone who wears lip pencils or lip liners all that often, and I'm also trying to finish this up in my Deca Panning project pan. So I have 2 lip liners that I'm currently working on. I don't want to be like over ambitious with this. I already feel like that's going to be a tough goal for me. Hopefully I'll hit my goal by the end of the year, but I want to use about a fourth of this pencil, and that is going to wrap it up for today's whole collection project pan update. I would love to know, are you guys doing anything similar to this, whether it be on a YouTube channel, Instagram, or just like doing like a random project pan type of thing from the comfort of your own home? How is it going? What products have you recently used up? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.